What up, though? Another episode of Roll Up or Pull Up. Now, look, this one right here, I'm gonna touch on the political side, even though I ain't no political nigga. But I'm gonna give y'all my opinion on this presidential election thing, right? Me personally, I don't believe that our votes count. I believe that it's about world controlment. Um, the whole thing about voting and the controlment is if they tell us that if we vote, our vote matter, blah blah blah, all that kind of stuff, that'll keep us sane, you know, instead of just straight telling us like, hey, f y'all, we about to do whatever we do, and y'all just gonna deal with it. That'll make a lot of people go crazy and be disobedient and turn into a purge out here. You know, I mean, it might not be what you want to hear, but it's the harsh reality. As far as the candidates go, um, I'm gonna just start with Kamala. I don't trust her at all. She is a prosecutor. Now I told y'all before I've been in prison and all of it, so I know the laws and I know all that stuff. I might not know every single thing, but I know how they operate. So basically, she is a prosecutor. Prosecutor's job is to prosecute, which means get rid of you, lock them up, put them in jail. Him, her, whoever. Whoever is up against the state, that's the prosecutor's job to get rid of that person, flat out. And I'm not saying that she a bad person because she a prosecutor, but that's her job, is to prosecute. So I feel like she only belongs in the courtroom, not being head of the country. We have a prosecutor being head of the country. We done. That's just the obvious truth about it. If you ever been in court and you ever watch how a prosecutor um, basically down talk the defendant, it's horrible. And the judges go with the prosecutor because the prosecutor presents the evidence and whatnot and everything. It's very rarely that the prosecutor will be on your side and say, "Hey, yeah, this person innocent," blah blah blah. That's never the case, especially with her. She is known for locking up innocent people and just giving them the book because that's her job. So what you think she gonna do in office, running the country? Ain't gonna be no good look for us. Number two thing I don't like about her, and this is gonna hurt a lot of people's feelings, but I'm being real. She is a woman. I don't believe that a woman should be running the country. Women go off emotions, estrogen, you know, femininity, um, things of that nature. That's not how the country need to be ran, especially with us being in a hole with our economy and how things is going, just how life, period. We don't need that estrogen running the country. Another thing is, I think that other country leaders is not going to respect America if we have a woman run our country. We was always known as being the bullies. Now all of a sudden we gonna have a woman navigate everything. I think that that would bring our value down as a country. These just my thoughts. It's not the truth. It's not what's gonna happen. This is just what I think of it. And there's a lot of people that feel the same way I do, and there's a lot of people that don't. But I'm just keeping it real, just telling you what it is. Um, Let me see. Third thing, Um, I feel like this was all set up, for Joe Biden to step down at the last second, you know, uh, and all of a sudden she take over his spot. Where she been at these past 4 years? Her main job was to control that border, and she didn't. That speak enough. Then she doing these little rallies or whatever, making the stallion with all this popping it up and with the hot sauce and all that. That woman not even black, first of all. So she letting us know that it's just a smack in the face to us, and we just eating it up because she a woman and she's supposed to be black and she with the black people, blah blah blah. Man, that stuff is fake, man. She ain't with us. I'm not saying this is true, but I seen something. I seen a supposed to be in her birth certificate. On her birth certificate, it said Caucasian. I don't know. Do your homework. Do your research. I don't know. I don't care. I'm not political. I'm just speaking on what's up here, and being truthful about it. Not going off what the politics said, what this person think, what that person think. I'm going off of me and what I say and what I think and how I feel about it. So that's what I'm not feeling about her. On the other side, with Trump, I'm not a Trump supporter or whatnot, but besides her, Trump is our next candidate that we got to go off of. What I can say about Trump is we didn't have him, and he might not have been the best thing ever, but he didn't help us out. He didn't free black people. He didn't funded different things. When the pandemic happened, everybody had money. I don't know who remember or who forgot, but during the pandemic, everybody was getting money. Everybody had money. The brokest of the brokest had money. People was having seafood boils for dinner every day. Literally. I was DoorDashing at that time. I was making $2,000 a week. Me, just one person. And it wasn't just DoorDash, it was like, Uber Eats and stuff like that. $2,000 a week. I was renting a wide body Scat Pack Charger that cost me $5,000 a month. I was paying that like it was nothing during the pandemic. Because everybody had money. It was nothing, It might have been different in different areas. I'm just speaking on where I'm from, and how it was here in the southeastern Michigan, Tri-County area, from Detroit to all the surrounding cities around it. I was making a killing. I was making so much money. I was being reckless with it, I didn't even care what was going on, nothing. I was just spending it. That's just how crazy it was. It was unemployment, PPP loans. Man, it was so much going on at that time. It was crazy. And it was for everybody, It wasn't just for strictly business owners or, people with legitimate businesses or none of that. It was for everybody. Everybody was on. So I give Trump that, you know. Now everything else around it, I don't know. I don't know. Again, I'm not political. I'm not speaking on that. I'm just speaking on what I know of. So what I advise y'all is, if you smart, you gonna go for somebody that we done already had, and they done showed us what they'll do. Besides somebody that been playing the background for the past 4 years and they did nothing. Show life.